Good morning, boys and girls. Today we are going to read A Pig is Moving In by Claudia Fries. Look at all the characters. We have a fox, a hen, a pig. I wonder what's going to happen. One morning, as Henrietta Hen was hanging out her wash, Dr. Fox greeted her with excitement news. "A new neighbor is moving into our building today." "Oh dear," said Henrietta. "I hope it's someone quiet and tidy." Nick Hare popped his head out of the window. A clean cat or an orderly mole would be really nice. So they're hoping that they have somebody who's clean and quiet and not going to make any sounds. Soon they heard the new tenant arriving. Nick Hare, Dr. Fox, and Henrietta Hen all hid at the top of the stairs to get a glimpse of their new neighbor. When they saw him, they couldn't believe their eyes. He was not a clean cat, and he was not an orderly mole, nor he was a fox, a hen, or a hare. "Oh my," gasped Henrietta, "it's a pig! A pig is moving in. That won't do at all. Everyone knows that pigs are messy and dirty and sloppy." Dr. Fox and Nick Hare nodded in agreement. Oh no. Later that day, Dr. Fox met the pig carrying firewood. Dr. Fox walked by fast but didn't say hello. He did slow down enough so that he could see what the pig was up to. And he wasn't a bit surprised when the pig dropped some pieces of wood on the sidewalk. You can see that he's making a mess by dropping all this wood. Dr. Fox went to accompany to Henrietta Hen. "What a mess," he said. "That pig has left firewood all over our sidewalk." "Oh dear," said Henrietta. She went out and looked, but she couldn't see any of the wood. I wonder what happened to it. Dr. Fox must have swept it up, she thought. But it was the pig who swept up the mess. Then he went up to his apartment to build a nice fire. Next, it was Henrietta Hen's turn to meet the pig. He was carrying 2 heavy bags of groceries. She didn't say hello to the pig, but she did sneak under the stairs to see what the pig would do this time. And she wasn't a bit surprised when he dropped a bag of flour all at the bottom of the stairs. It burst open with a puff and a splat. All the flour fell onto the ground, you can see. Henrietta Hen went to the company to Nick Hare. "What a mess," she said. "That pig has left our front hall covered in flour." "How dreadful," exclaimed Nick. He went to look, but he couldn't see any of the flour. Henrietta must have cleaned it up, he thought, but nope. It was all the pig who had swept and mopped the floor. He couldn't see it anymore. Then he went into the kitchen to bake cinnamon cookies. So as you can see, the pig cleaned up all of the flour. But Henrietta and Nick didn't know that. Not long after, Nick Hare met the pig. He walked slowly behind the pig so that he wouldn't have to say hello. But he did wait to see what would happen next. He couldn't believe his eyes. The pig was carrying mud into his apartment. The mud was dripping all over the floor. And the pig walked right through it, leaving a trail of footprints behind him. See all the little muddy footprints? Not good. Making a mess. Nick Hare went to Henrietta Hen. "What a mess," he said. "That pig has left mud all over our stairs." "Disgusting," agreed Dr. Fox and Henrietta Hen, shaking their heads. But when they went out and looked, they couldn't see any mud. I wonder who cleaned it up. Nick must have cleaned it up, they said, but it was the pig who had scrubbed upstairs 3 times over, and it wasn't mud, it was clay. The pig was taking it up to his workshop to make pottery. "That does it," declared Henrietta, Nick, and Dr. Fox. "If a pig wants to live in our building, they must behave properly." all three of the animals you can see were getting very angry that they were having a mess all through their apartment. Otherwise, we'll have to go. And they marched upstairs to go tell him. They rang the doorbell. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Oh, hello, said the pig. He was surprised to have a visitor so soon. Dr. Fox, Henrietta Hen, and Nick Hare were about to complain when the door opened wider. A sweet smell of cinnamon floated out, and they heard a fire crackling in the pig's room. I wonder what was going on. We noticed a mess in the hallway, began Dr. Fox. Oh, I do apologize, said the pig, and I hope I've cleaned everything up thoroughly. Wow. They were not expecting that, were they? Dr. Fox, Henrietta Hen, and Nick Hare looked at one another in surprise. So it wasn't you who swept the woods, said Henrietta to Dr. Fox. And it wasn't you who cleaned up the flowers, said Nick to Henrietta. And it wasn't you who washed away the muddy hoofprints, said Dr. Fox to Henrietta and Nick. Very embarrassed, they realized the pig had cleaned everything up himself. Never, never assume someone did something wrong before they did it. My name is Theodore, said the pig. Will you join me for some tea? So they did. Dr. Fox, Henrietta Hen, and Nick Hare went into Theodore's bright, clean kitchen and helped him set out tea and cookies. They admired all of the cups and pots he had made in his workshop. I have a new game we could play, said Theodore. When he got it out, Henrietta was flattered to see that he had made special playing pieces for each of his new neighbors. You have a lovely apartment, Theodore, said Nick Hare, biting into another cookie. It's a beautiful place, echoed Dr. Fox and Henrietta Hen. They were happily imaginative all the cozy afternoons they were going to spend here together. What a wonderful neighbor they had. The end. As you can see, boys and girls, Dr. Fox, Nick Hare, and Henrietta Hen all quickly judged our theater pig before they got to actually know him. They assumed that he was dirty and messy from the things that he had done, but they didn't realize he was actually cleaning up everything by himself, and they judged him too soon. So before you ever judge someone, get to know them before you do something like that.